BEP20 very quickly after that, once they get their side of the processing installed.
MasterCard?
No update was given on MasterCard that I detected.
Now, he seemed very, very excited about some things that are going to be coming in that a lot of the things that he's put together will be coming to fruition within the next 2 years. Do you recall him mentioning or giving an example of any of those things? No?
He did give some. He had been dropping little pearls of information on leaders' Zoom, so I don't want to speak out of turn, so I'll keep quiet on a few things.
Now, he did say that next week, Wednesday, is going to be a huge, huge, a lot of announcements and updates. It's going to really be a big update. So, folks, you've heard it here first from him yesterday with the Wednesday update. Please remember, tune in, mark it, asterisk it, next Wednesday, be here and be square. So he's really excited about providing updates next week. Big, big, big announcements. And a lot of things will be starting from the 24th of April. And so stay in tune with that. So are you gentlemen ready to proceed with some Q&A?
100%.
Great. Marcel, sir?
Sorry. I don't know when you want to take this question, but I have got one that's been sent directly to me in the chat. So I don't know if you want me to start with that or come back to it after the first couple.
Let's go ahead and do that since Marcel has his hand up. He had his hand up real quick. And then right after that. So Marcel, we got just Marcel by himself there. And then there's a Marcel G. So Marcel, could you please go ahead and unmute and ask your question? Someone please unmute Marcel. Marcel, would you please turn on your video, please?
Yes. Okay.
Thanks. How are you?
Good evening. How are you? Marcel and Marcel Gerritsen are both the same.
Okay.
One is my iPhone, and Joe might have been talking about me about the question I had.
Are you Sir Paulo?
No, I'm not. No.
Okay.
No.
No.
I'm the one who had the problem with LquidPay since I did the update.
Oh, yes.
I'm locked out of the two-factor. How did you call it? Authenticator. Yeah. So I can't get into my LquidPay app anymore, and I don't have the 6-digit code.
So do you mean the OTP that you receive or the two-factor authentication that you set up?
The one I set up previously, but it seemed to have gone out of my Google account.
Ah, right. Okay. I don't remember you telling me that. So in your Google Authenticator app, the two-factor, the 6-digit code no longer shows.
That's correct. And while trying Google Authenticator told me to update the Authenticator, and then the 6-digit code was gone.
Okay. You should always back up Google Authenticator.
Okay.
Always back it up because I've had my daughter in the past, not now when she was younger, she used to delete apps off my phone to download games. So, if you lose your phone, you should always have your Google Authenticator codes backed up. I know that's a bit late for you, but since we're having the conversation and everybody else here can benefit from that.
Yeah.
The only thing you can really do is get your Google Authenticator app disconnected from your LquidPay app. And I think the only way to do that, I think you've got customer support. Yeah, there's a customer support option in LquidPay. So I would message that, but there is also an app, a WhatsApp app that's an AI app for customer support for LquidPay. That was a lot to say, and hopefully that made sense.
Yeah, it did.
App, AI for LquidPay customer service.
Yeah.
Are you on WhatsApp?
Yes, I'm on WhatsApp. Yes.
Okay. If you message me on WhatsApp, then I can share that AI WhatsApp app to you,
Okay.
and then you can request in there to have your Google Authenticator disconnected. I don't know what the process is going to be. I don't know what information they'll ask you. I assume they'll ask for some kind of evidence that you are the owner of that particular account.
Yeah.
So you'll just have to go with that. But I would also message customer service in the LquidPay app.
Yeah, I already did message them this morning, So I'm waiting for the answer,
Okay.
and I will send you a WhatsApp.
Yeah, and I'll send you the WhatsApp app, AI app.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
That
Thank you.
sounds like Peter picked a pepper, pepper,
Yeah, yeah.
all of that. So very good in doing in keeping that straight. Marcel, please, and thank you so much for your question. Marcel, did you say that the Marcel Gunther is also you?
Yeah, it was my iPhone because I thought Joe wanted to see, wanted to see my iPhone, but I will try the first suggestion first.
Thank you so much for
Okay.
your question.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
If I might
And
suggest, Marcel, is Google, have a look on YouTube on how to back up your authenticator app if you don't already know how to do it.
Yeah, okay,
So
I will.
next
Thank
time
you.
you can recover it.
Okay, thank you.
And something
Another-
that we all should heed. I know that I'm going to go ahead and check that out myself to be able to recover. Downtown, would you go ahead and unmute, please, and ask your question?
Sure. Hello, everyone. How you doing today? Hey, Grace. Thanks for
Hey.
taking my call. Quick question. I was trying to get on the Pi website, py.xyz. Is it changed because it's now coming up blocked for some reason?
Very good. Carl, can you
changed?
address that?
Yes, that is indicative of what he was saying about domain providers blocking the website. As the rush of people goes to a particular website, that spike is being detected, and they've been blocking them to try and cut down on spam on the global transactions or transmission of on the web. Okay, so for the moment, just wait a few hours. Chavez gave an example yesterday, as I said, of how they go through the process of proving that they're valid, and the domain provider, whatever, not your service provider or your domain name provider, may have just hit that spike, blocked it. Chavez then goes and proves that they're valid and then gets it unblocked. But on Marcel's, that's another update from yesterday. The same technology is going to be implemented for Pi, and that is another WhatsApp AI will be put together for just for Pi as well. So that's coming as well.
Carl, does that-
Maybe I misunderstood because I thought he said that the domain name was like he got reapproved. So, and that's what he had shown on the screen. So I remember him bringing that up, but I thought it was taken care of. So maybe I misunderstood something.
Yeah, that particular case was taken care of. There will be lots of cases where different service providers around the globe will trigger this same situation.
Okay.
If I can add on to that, I actually did get a message from somebody yesterday. When you say blocked, what's it showing?
I can share my screen.
You can just tell me.
Oh, it says web page blocked. You have tried to access a web page which is in violation of your internet.
Okay, it sounds very similar to the one that I got that's sent to me yesterday. Is it in red by any chance?
Yes. Well,
yeah. I just told him to clear cache. He cleared cache and he accessed the website, no problem.
Yeah, I did it on my incognito as well. So which
that sometimes causes an issue.
It still came up. It still came up, but I will try to clear the cache. And otherwise, you're saying I just have to wait for a little bit.
Try a different browser. What browser did you use?
Google Chrome, the browser I wish.
It usually isn't a problem on Chrome, but the message I got last night was from somebody who was using it on Chrome, and they sent me a screenshot. Sounds like it looks exactly like you're describing, and I just suggested clearing cache because where you've been to it before, and you've got the cookie data package on your app, then on your device, then the website draws information from that same cookie. Whereas if you clear it and you download, essentially you're going back to the site and putting a new cookie on, and he's not had any problems since.
Yeah, I cleared the cookies and I'm getting the same thing.
Okay, I don't know them.
Good point, Downtown.
Are you getting the same problem on your phone? Can you access it on your phone?
No.
So you can access it fine on your phone through Chrome, yes?
Yes. Looks like.
Okay.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, as long as you can access it. Maybe try a different browser, try Firefox, try one of the other browsers, see what happens.
Okay, sounds good.
You haven't got a firewall or anything up?
No. No problem.
Accessing it at work, or are you accessing it at work or at home?
Oh, no, I'm at the gym, so that could be, maybe they have a firewall.
Are you using their Wi-Fi or?
Yes.
Okay, turn Wi-Fi off on your phone and then see if you can go through on your provider's data supply.
Okay, I'll take care of that. Treasured is not on the line today. is he?
No,
No, he's not
Okay.
available.
Okay,
Thank you, Downtown.
thank you. Bye-bye.
I've just accessed it through the PC app
Yeah,
and the direct through the browser on my computer here in Australia, so it's fine.
yeah, it's
Mine on my
probably
end also.
because of the gym's website. No problem. Makes sense. All right, thank you.
Thanks. Cosmos, please unmute. Cosmos, go ahead and unmute and ask your question, please.
Trying to unmute. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, thanks, Grace, for giving me this chance. Just a quick one on Pi. When you buy the financial freedom package, do I have to buy a license or I'm sorted with the package?
Everything's in the package, isn't it?
Shiba Joe?
Everything's in the everything's included.
Everything is included. Oh, brilliant.
Financial. If you go and click on the financial freedom package, if you go to subscriptions and look at the financial freedom pack, you'll see it gives you something of everything, including a part share of a node. So that is access to everything on our ecosystem.
Yeah, no, I understand that. I just thought that maybe I have to go and buy a 500 license or whatever license I want. But what you're telling me is it comes with a license. I don't have to.
Of course, yes. Yeah. It'll come with a $500 license for Pi.
Oh, fantastic. And the trading companies that are on Pi, I tried to search them up, like say Block Capital or Purple Swan. I was trying to find a link to the traders from those platforms. It looks like it's something different. I don't know if they just happen to share a name.
I don't know. I haven't looked. Why do I need to look for it online? I've got it on the trading platform.
Yeah, no, just
these trading houses. I don't know. Carl will probably be able to answer this far better than I. But these are trading houses. They're not available to the general public. You can't just walk in, go to the website and invest. These are people that are working kind of behind the scenes with big investors. So there's no reason, I suppose, that they would have a website. But it didn't occur to me to look. They're on our website. We're licensed. Hi, babe. Love you. We're licensed through Binance and Bybit. I'm not sure what else we need to be looking for. But Carl, please, if you have more information, add on.
Cosmos, did you just do a Google search or did you search on the Binance platform?
Just a Google search, BTC Alpha, and there is something called BTC Alpha or Purple Swan, but it's not. It's something. It looks like it's something different. It could be that they're just sharing the name.
Yeah, remember these are HFTs, high frequency trading bots. They aren't companies themselves. They are the bots. So they could make, like, one trading house might have 3 or 4 different bots with different algorithms. All right, so I wouldn't be searching Google for that sort of information. I'd be going to Binance and checking on them. Maybe go to go to the landing page. Okay, just straight pi.xyz. And read what's in there about the bots. I haven't done that. Again, I didn't think to do it. I know what Chavez is doing. In order to have a trader's license with Binance, he's got to be very, very carefully evaluated by Binance. So the access to these trading bots, or the data particularly, would only be given to him if he was genuine, and the data that they're creating is genuine, because it's being recorded. Everything's been recorded on Binance.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Along with all the NDAs that he would have signed as well.
Yeah, exactly. No, I do trust the Chavez, and I think that is enough. If you do trust enough, you wouldn't have to look beyond that. But it's just that some people can ask questions, or is it the same BTC Alpha that I see or whatever? So I didn't have an answer for that. But thanks for that information.
Just a quick clarification for you as well, Cosmos. Dexter just pointed out to me in case you misunderstood. When you buy the financial freedom package, and this refers specifically to Pi, yes, you'll get a $500 Pi package, but you still need to deposit on Pi in order to trade. You understand? You don't get money to trade with. You only get access to the $500 package. Just like you get a LquidPay card, but you don't get any funding on the LquidPay card. You understand?
No, I understand.
Okay, just making sure, just in case you thought you got $500 to trade with.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Pretty much I got the $500 license. Then I need to deposit.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that. So it is Chavez who owns this Pi thing?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes,
Fantastic.
everything in our ecosystem has been created by Chavez.
Right. Right.
Just
Appreciate your answers, gentlemen and ladies. Thank you so much. Good evening.
so,
Thank you.
Cosmos,
Cosmos,
what
there
we're
was another-
able to see is just the
Hang
top of your head. So if you would be kind enough to adjust your camera so we'll be able to see your entire face, that would be great. So you're taking away from your questions that the financial freedom package contains many products to include a $500 Pi license. And any assets under management that you wish to go ahead and deposit, you'll be depositing that in the Pi decentralized application.
Yeah.
That's your takeaway. Very good. Okay. And then as far as your question was whether you can independently research the various high frequency traders like Purple Swan or BTCs or Algo, you want to independently research them on Google or something of that nature. And it was explained to you that is the bots. They're bots, and you can research them right there with Binance.
Exactly. And I'll relay the message to the person who was asking me. That's what I will tell them.
In Binance, as well as on the Pi platform, there's lots of information concerning those traders.
Right.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Those are very good questions, sir. You were going to say.
Thanks so much.
Grace, I've had a question sent to me on Telegram that might be relevant to bring up here as well. I won't go into the question, but part of the answer particularly. Somebody just asked me, well, not asked me, but overnight asked if purchases of licenses is going to generate commissions in the affiliate program. And yes, it does. But I think because this person said they didn't get anything, and I think people need to remember that, in particular, the Financial Freedom Pack here, that the purchase will generate commissions. That pack will generate commissions on the 3x and the 5x side of the ledger. And if you haven't bought and have currently got capacity to earn, if your downline buys something in the 5x and you don't have a capital 3 that's running, or your own Pi pack, you won't get those commissions. They will drop into unclaimed income. And not everyone has got into these new 5x products. And if you've got downloads buying into them, you're going to miss out if you don't do it yourself.
So the financial freedom creates a premium. It creates 3 accounts, correct? And these products are distributed through those 3 accounts, or do you have to create accounts?
You don't have to create accounts. Okay. That is correct. But it triggers you to be a premium. It's kind of like the original staking product. It's kind of an internal binary that affords you the privilege of being premium with a single purchase.
Okay. And so you're saying that we need to make sure that if we buy it on the top account or whatever account that we buy it in, the person buys it, or your downline buys it in, you're only going to realize the affiliate compensation if you, as the upline, already owned some of these products?
Yeah. You need to be active in the 5x product range in order to get commissions from your downline purchasing in the 5x range.
Okay, very good point. Thank you. Shiba Joe, and that was a question that you received through Telegram. Shiba Joe, you said that you had a question that was directly messaged to you. Please proceed.
Yeah, thank you. I've got 2 now, so I'll address both of those. First one is for Sir Paul O, if he's still hopefully in the room. And that is, please, can you explain the process of using the $100 coupon in the activation of Pi? So once you've bought, so in your WAS back office,
is there a $100 coupon in Pi?
Yeah, the free package pass, the free pass. Can I ask if Sir Paul O can put his hand up? Then I know I'm talking to that I'm answering a question. If he's dropped off, I'll just, No. Okay. Well, I'll answer it anyway. So in your WAS back office, if you go to subscription and click on Pi, you'll see the option to activate. Brilliant. Thanks, Sir Paul. You'll see the option to activate your 30-day free pass. So remember, it's not a $100 coupon. It's simply a free access coupon where you'll get free access to Pi for 30 days. You generate, once you've activated the 30-day pass, you then copy the code that's generated, which shows at the very bottom of the screen. You then go to Pi and then you register with your email address, preferably the same one as you've got in WAS, and you do your KYC. Once you've done your KYC, if you go to portfolio, or I think if you go to deposit as well, it will ask you, I think you have to scroll to the bottom of the screen. It will ask you to redeem your code. And that's where you enter your code, and that will activate your 30-day free pass. But you still need to deposit funds in order to begin trading. So the coupon is just to give you free access for 30 days so you can test it. And you can test it with as little as $10. Hopefully that answers that question, Paul.
And
Sir Paul.
Joe, before you move on, a bit of clarity. When does the 30-day activation start? When is the purchase occurs, or when you redeem it in Pi?
That's a good question. Logically, it would seem to me when you redeem it, because it's not active, but until you've activated it on Pi. Having said that, actually, it shouldn't really matter, because why would you activate it unless you're going to go to Pi and then use it? I suppose people are activating the coupon code, the free access pass, and then coming back to it a week later. But it doesn't seem like a normal thing to do. But I don't know. Honestly, I don't have a straightforward answer for that. It seems to me that it would be from when you activate the code, but I don't know. Perhaps Carl knows.
Certain, but I'm assuming that it's activation time as well.
Because there has been where it said that is when you purchase it, because when you and you're not purchasing a license, but when you actually activate it, purchase it, so to speak, in WAS.
I will see if I can get an answer before the end of this. Before the end of this Zoom, let's get a definitive answer.
Very good.
The second question that I've got,
yes,
is one of my downline is only getting about 1% of their daily capital 3.0 returns. Anyone knows what the problem is? They found a glitch, and apparently it's only paying out on one of your packages, usually the first one. But Chavez is fixing it, and it should be back to normal at some point. And they will obviously add in everything that hasn't been generated over whatever period from when it stopped to current.
I'm sorry, that was on Capital 3.0, Shiba Joe?
Yes, yeah.
And
so some people apparently, and honestly, I haven't even checked mine to be fair, but some people are not receiving their 2% a day compounding.
Okay.
Like they are receiving it on one of their packages, but not on another one of their packages. So yeah, there was a glitch, and they are working to fix that. I imagine at the moment all the eyes are on Pi, but once they've done that, they will look to resolve that and obviously compensate everybody with whatever they've missed out on.
Okay.
I got two in the chat as well, Grace.
Okay. Can we allow James to go, and then we'll take your two?
Yep.
Okay. James, please unmute.
Yes. Hello. This is with regards to LquidPay. Now, my wife has purchased her card in her WAS account. She downloaded the app in her iPhone, and now she is trying to activate her card. So she's going through the steps to do it. And I don't know if you can see my phone. Can you see that?
We can see it, but reading it is a totally different issue.
Okay, so I'm on that page to get access to your self-custodial wallet. And so you have to provide the passkey, which we did right here. And then it instructs us to continue. When you touch on continue, you get this page. Now, I don't know if you can see this page.
What does it say?
It says passkey will be the only way to gain access to your funds. It will not allow me to go any further.
Carl?
Change the resolution on your screen, because you might be missing the continue button. It's off the bottom of the screen.
Okay.
So go back to your settings. It looks like your font is too big.
Oh, okay. So I will try that.
Go back to settings and do what?
Change your font size and your screen resolution so that you get more information on the small screen.
Okay, and that's the phone settings, not necessarily the application settings.
Correct. It's nothing to do with the application. If this is the solution, it looks like, I think I've had this before. People need to keep the font size down when using these apps because they're not written for an individual phone. They're tried to be written for every phone or every mobile device. So sometimes they just don't know about a particular device.
We had the same issue with the claim button on Capital 3.0, didn't we? Everyone had to reduce their font size.
Now she also has received the code to verify her email address. It's a 6-digit code, but it comes on her phone at any time, probably during the night. And you have to respond to it in 5 minutes. And if she misses that 5 minutes, she can't respond to that. Has anybody had that problem?
Not that I'm aware of.
I've never.
So do you mean the code is taking a few hours to arrive?
Yeah, it doesn't come immediately, while she's undergoing the process.
I've never
It
heard
could come under the domain name issue that Chavez talked about yesterday, that I mentioned earlier. A lot of people are getting their emails through late because the provider has to re-allow, like firewall issues, re-allow that XYZ domain. In LquidPay, it's a different one. But the emails are sitting there queued up and then they're suddenly being released by the providers.
I see.
That has been happening for quite a while with both Pi and LquidPay.
It might just an off the bat suggestion. Maybe try doing. Is this on your phone or on the laptop? On the laptop.
No, that's on the phone.
Oh, on the phone. Okay, I was going to suggest if it's happening on the laptop, do it on your phone. Maybe do it on your laptop instead of on the phone, and see if that makes a difference.
I'll do the application on the laptop.
Yeah, do it on the laptop instead of on the for LquidPay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We don't have a web version.
You won't be able to do it on LquidPay. My apologies. I was thinking the other way around if you was doing it on laptop, but I wasn't thinking of LquidPay. Sorry, my fault. I'm answering questions at the same time, doing two things at once.
Okay, well, I can't find her settings on her phone, so I'll try that. And possibly there's a continue button down below.
Okay, so you're going to go ahead and try the settings, so you say you cannot find the settings.
I can't. And she's not here at this time.
Okay.
Is
What
she
type of
using
phone?
Android or iPhone?
It's an iPhone.
Pass.
If you go into settings and look, it's in pretty much the same place as Android. Just go into settings and look for. If you go into
here it is. Okay.
Yeah, go into your app drawer and you'll see settings, and then look for display. Click on display, and then you'll see font and display size that you'll be able to alter. Bring it down to its lowest setting.
So James, hopefully you try that, and then please raise your hand to let us know how it goes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let me work with it here, and I'll raise my hand again.
Please, we'd like to know that will help.
Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen and Grace.
You. Thank you, James. Alrighty, and Carl, let's get S. Hardwidge, and then we'll get your questions. And S. Hardwidge, did I say that? Please unmute.
Hi.
Did I say that right? Is it Hardwidge?
Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, and good evening. I have two questions, if I may ask, please.
Please.
Now, the first question, since we didn't download the Pi website through Google Play Store, how do we know when an update is available or required?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay.
Because I'm using my phone, if you use App Store, it'll come up, update available.
Okay. The app version that everyone is using is not actually an app. It's kind of like the Koi app. It's sort of a standalone plugin, a cross between a plugin and its own browser usage. Okay, it's not a true app; it's a Windows app more than anything. Firstly, there is a mobile app coming. Chavez did actually mention that yesterday as well. But so you don't need to know that there is an update to the Pi app because it's a web application and they usually self-update this. Right? The use of cache is to save time and bandwidth. When you go to a website, and each page on that website, if you've got that information cached, it'll use it. But one of the things the browsers do to start with is go and check the most recent update to that particular page. So it's only a tiny amount of data that it needs to go and get. Discovers that there is no update, so it uses the cached version.